All of us want to be smarter, capable of making wiser judgments when necessary, and able to retain knowledge more easily. The issue is that many of us stop learning after school. We tend to forget that learning happens all throughout our lives, not just during the first 16 years. Your brain is a strong instrument that must be utilized. If not, it will wither away. It continues to learn even after you graduate from college. Ambient and genetic factors contribute to intelligence. We are powerless over the hereditary component, but we do have influence on the environmental component. Regardless of age or perceived intelligence, we can all get smarter by integrating learning into our everyday lives. While reading books full of information or returning to school may come to mind when we think about learning, it doesn't have to be that way. The brain is a strong and flexible instrument. It reacts to a wide range of stimuli, all of which will sharpen your mental faculties. You may increase your intellect without spending hours reading books or enrolling in classes by adding some unique and entertaining activities to your daily schedule. You may quickly absorb more knowledge by using this easy method. As it's called, speed listening is listening to podcasts or audiobooks at 150–200% speed. Speech occurs at a pace of around 150 words per minute on average. The human brain can process between 275 and 300 words per minute, according to studies. This has two implications. You'll be able to learn more in less time, since you'll be able to listen to more content than you otherwise could. Your brain will alter as a result, becoming capable of processing information more quickly than it was before. Increasing your knowledge intake will enable you to become more intelligent much more quickly. By saving more time, you'll have more time to study or practice other talents. It's one of the nicest things I've done in a long time to pick up the game of chess again. I believe that the more I play the game of chess, which is a fantastic test of ability and strategy, the smarter I am. You are forced to consider your current move as well as your next few movements, since there are so many factors in play on the board at any one moment. The game of chess trains the brain. You may benefit from your brain's continued engagement and activity in the long term by playing chess. Research indicates that seniors who play mental games like chess, such as those over 75, have a lower risk of dementia than those who do not. The lesson here is that your brain shrinkage and diminished mental capacity result from not using it. Your brain will receive the exercise it requires regardless of the game you play. It doesn't have to be chess. Any game that gets you thinking and stimulating will do the same. One of the simplest things you can do to get smarter is this. It's amazing that more people don't do this since it's so easy. We do many chores without giving them a second thought on a daily basis. Writing, brushing our teeth, or commuting to and from work. It's likely that you do most of these chores mindlessly and without giving them any thought. You've completed these things many times, so they come naturally to you. These assignments, however, are ideal for mixing things up and challenging your mind. Using your non-dominant hand to brush your teeth is among the easiest things you can do. We're accustomed to using our dominant hand for this, so it's more tougher than you may imagine. You are driving your brain to develop new and stronger neural connections by using your non-dominant hand. Although doing challenges like these won't make you an Einstein, they will keep your mind sharp and increase your adaptability. Food serves as both physical and mental sustenance for your body. You cannot expect perfection if you throw in garbage. The food we consume has a profound impact on both our physical and emotional health. You won't go very far on a diet of fast food and sugary snacks. Your brain's health and functioning may be significantly impacted by the foods you consume. Omega-3, fatty acid-rich foods, including salmon, are essential for brain function. Research have shown that mood swings, impaired memory, and exhaustion might result from an omega-3 deficit. Omega-3 is not produced by your body, thus you must get it from your food. You will not only be eating smarter, but you will also get smarter by consuming healthier foods. To profit from this advice, you don't need to become a teacher. All you have to do is teach someone you know or your kids a new skill. Explaining certain English language subtleties or phrases to my international pupils proved to be the most challenging aspect of my profession as an English teacher. My surroundings helped me acquire English since everything came easily to me. My pupils, however, had not had this pleasure. This forced me to consider how to express these ideas in a manner that people might comprehend. This is what teaching is all about. You are passing on your expertise to someone who is not familiar with it. The top instructors are able to convey this information to their students clearly and concisely. You must put yourself in their position and think like a student in order to do this. You are training your brain to solve issues and think differently by doing this. In many respects, technology has improved our lives, but it has also made us more lethargic. When I took math examinations in school, there were always two options. One where you could use a calculator, and another where you couldn't. There was always a tougher exam when there was no calculator. It's not hard to determine why. Our brain has to fill in the blanks when we take away whatever assistance we may have had. By doing this, you'll challenge your brain rather than let it become less active. Over time, you will improve your mental math skills the more you practice. You'll maintain your mental acuity and agility by doing this. This will be beneficial in scenarios when you may not have access to technology and must use your problem-solving abilities. Among my greatest experiences to date has been learning a language. When I went to Spain in 2015, I was very much forced to learn the language, or else it would have been difficult. I can comprehend and speak Spanish rather well, but I'm by no means proficient. It was challenging at first, but as I improved and gained confidence, it became easier. Acquiring a language has several advantages. Individuals that are multilingual are more imaginative, have sharper memory, and are more psychologically adaptable than monolingual people. One of the greatest advantages of learning a language is that it may delay the onset of conditions like dementia and Alzheimer's by up to 5 years, far longer than prescription drugs can. Although there are many brain training games available these days, learning a language is a more useful and practical kind of brain training. Having the capacity to, it is much superior to speak and understand grammar in a second language than to spend your time on a few smartphone games.